Hey guys, I'm Ashing. Welcome to That Little Soy Thing. Okay, so today I finished, yesterday I finished the 13th volume of Soul Eater, and I'm super excited about it. I'm just raving about it. I loved it so much, and I'm trying not to be too loud since my mom has a guest over, but yeah, if if you hear people like talking in the background, it's probably because they hear me crying and they're wondering. But I warned them I would cry, so it's okay. Alright, so let's get started. Okay, so it starts off where it kind of ended in the last manga, where Black Star has set off all these alarms and now everyone is going to try and stop him. And Mifune is there, and right from the beginning, I loved Mifune when he like knocks this guy off his high horse, and the guy was making a comment about his blue eyes, saying how like, oh, you're not a real samurai, and he's like, oh, is just being Japanese all you have to do to be a samurai? And I was like, yes, I love him. I loved him so much. Like, you tell him. And also we got the flashback with Tsubaki bringing Black Star to meet her parents, and Tsubaki's dad approves of Black Star. Yay! Okay. I loved Black Star like spinning around, like trying to make the world rotate to make him in the center of it. It's so fucking funny. I love him so much. And also I like seeing how like Tsubaki's dealing with her brother, like that entire incident that went on with him. I really loved seeing her talk to her dad about it, like, and him like reassuring her like she needs that, she needs family love. But yeah, and I really thought it was interesting how like in her mind she was kind of comparing his crave for power to that of Black Star's crave for power, and I was like, damn, like it made me feel like, oh. Like, most of this is gonna be me making weird noise to try and express my feelings, but but it was just so like, oh, I love, oh. I just love that so much. I mean, it's such a good like premise because you while watching Black Star, you do kind of get worried about him because he is always saying things like, I want to surpass God and I don't care what it takes, and you kind of feel very worried while reading him like that. But yeah, so I can see her concern, but I just love that. I think that's such a good storyline for them to add in there. Yeah, and it's also for her it's a very sad thing, like a very nervous thing, because it's like another very important man in her life is going to end up and turning to the dark side, and that's really scary. And I'm so like, oh, I just want to hug her. She's been through so much. I love her. Okay, and next, Black Star meeting the stag in Tsubaki. Oh no, sorry. First I want to say Black Star is saying that Tsubaki is the stars to his black sky. Oh, my heart, that was so cute. And then her saying no, I think that all the stars are you too. I love that. I love that so much. And the way he's kind of playing it off, like, oh yeah, sure, like I was just trying to be nice, like, and he's blushing. I love them so much. They're so cute. Okay, finally. Black Star meeting the stag in Tsubaki ripped my heart out. He is so brave, and I love this new arc of him like wanting to how the stag light told him that he is going to become the demon who kills the living, since that's what happened to all of the other people who tried to like search for the power that he was searching for. And then he says, I will not be the demon of killing, like I will be the warrior who brings back the dead. I'm like, yeah, I love him so much. He's so brave, and I just love him. I love his determination. he's so great. inspiring, and yeah, yeah, I really love them. And by the way, watching Tsubaki cry is like getting stabbed in the elbow. It's so fucking painful. I just want to hug her. I love her so much. Next thing is the way that Maka was blowing off Soul's concerns about Medusa was both infuriating and hilarious. Because I love the way she was like, at least I'm not bitching about it. And it's like, damn, Maka. Do not think you have that sort of attitude. But I mean, she has always had that kind of relationship with Soul where they kind of slag each other and yeah, and they kind of like nag each other about to get better. But yeah, at the same time it's infuriating because I've watched the anime and I know that Medusa is going to betray them. So, but yeah, and oh my God, more on Kim and Jackie and Ox, my baby. In the last month, like I fell in love with Ox just because he was so caring towards Kim, even though she had turned to the dark side, he was like still, and even when she tried to flirt with him, he was like, no, you're better than this, you're not like this. And I just love that, how he didn't like take advantage of the state she was in. And yeah, I really like him. And I loved how he kept on insisting that she was brainwashed to Harvard, even though he's like saying like, no, there's no way somebody who is good could be brainwashed so easily. She is evil. And I was like, oh God. I just love that so much. Like he just has so much faith in her. And when Harvard called Kim a dirty witch, oh, it broke my heart. I felt so bad for her. You could just like, you kind of like, and I love the art style that the how the artist drew her face in that one, because it just like, you just see she's not crying, and it doesn't outwardly say that she's upset. You can kind of see in her eyes that like something is broken, or like she's not herself. She's heartbroken deep down. You just know, just looking at her. And and then she got stabbed. I was like Harvard, why? I mean, I understand his concern, and I probably would have reacted the same way if that happened. Like, I would want to do the first thing to protect my friend if somebody was attacking them, especially if it was somebody who I trusted and then it turns out they were a witch. Yeah. But yeah, and Ox, he was so sweet. He kept on insisting, like even after she got stabbed, like, no, she's gonna be okay. We just need to help her. And and he was actually happy when she kicked him, just because it was proof that she was okay. And oh my God, he's so sweet. And I loved hearing about her regeneration magic and how that kind of contrasts with the witch's usual magic which is to destroy. Regeneration is the opposite of destroying. So yeah, I really liked that because I thought that was a really cool arc to give her about like how she feels rejected from the witch community and from DWMA since she's a witch, and how she doesn't really have a place to go. And I was like, oh, I love her so much. I didn't really like him before I read this volume. I mean, I liked her in the last one where I read about the bit of her being a witch and like her feeling like she didn't have a place to DWMA anymore. But now I love her even more because she's just so isolated, and literally the only one she has is Jacqueline. And I love her. I want to give her a hug. I just want to give everyone in this manga a hug. They're just, oh my God, you're so precious. And I liked how Otsushi, when he hears about her regeneration magic, I love how he says, I see, that's why you were so beautiful. That's so cute. He's so perfect. They need to get married. They will. Fuck yeah, they will. Sorry for my cursing. But yeah, and when she just started bursting into tears, like saying like she has nowhere to go, nowhere at all, and he like, with all of his power, he rips off the like pillars on his head, and oh, and then he just tells her like that like he will make her a home. If she doesn't have a home, he will make her one. Oh, and they're crying. Oh. And after she like kisses him on the nose, I literally wrote like in my notes right here. I wrote, because while reading it, I was writing down notes on what I want to talk about. And literally in my notes, I wrote. Because it was just so cute. Oh my god, that was so adorable. And they were blushing afterwards, and like Edward was like, "Why are you both beet red?" And she was like, and Ox was just like, like he was just frozen. Like the girl he loved kissed him, and then like Kim was like, oh, just, she was all defensive about it. She was like, oh, just my magic just wore me out is all. I love that. Yeah. Oh my god, I love this too. Okay, next we, after that entire scene is over, we see that Kid is having problems with his obsession with symmetry. It's getting in the way of him being able to continue doing their job, because they keep going in a left direction, and he's getting upset because he wants to go left then right, then left then right. He wants it to be symmetrical. And yeah, and I like the way that Liz and Patty helped him through his obsession, and like they covered his eyes. I like how Liv handled the situation. Yeah, I just thought that she was, I just liked how she took charge. Also, Mosquito Sama got really scary when he turned into his 200 years ago self, and the way he was able to climb the ceiling just freaked me out. Like, I just love freaky things like that. It's just, oh, it just got my skin crawling. And also, there was an image where he was like, oh, he was talking about all the different forms that he has, like saying like, oh, you have not seen the magic power I have yet. And in one of the scenes, you can see that like his eye is where his eye should be. There was like multiple eyes, and I was wondering, do they represent all the different forms that he has? But yeah, that was just a thought I had. And Mosquito Sun is designed from 400 years ago. While being very cool, I thought it was a bit of an overused trope in anime, because I don't know, it's kind of typical that they would make the one who looked like the most normal be the most dangerous, you know? It's kind of like used a lot in anime, like the most like average looking one is always the most powerful. So yeah, I wasn't too fond of that. Even though he did look cool, I did like his design. I just I know I wasn't very blown away by it. And I'm not really worried about Kid since I've seen the anime, because I know he's not gonna die. But yeah, I'm interested in see how he survived Asher. Or yeah, what just happened with him. Probably because he's a Shinigami. Like I assume Shinigamis don't die that quick, but I'm not sure. Since his life has been kind of on the line in a lot of other instances. But yeah. Alright, next I want to talk about predictions I have for the next volume. I already bought the next volume, and I'll be doing a review of it in a few days. I don't know which day, probably the day after tomorrow. I'm not sure, sorry. But yeah, the predictions I have is that they're going to find Krona in the next volume. Yeah, I think that he's with Arachne. I can't remember, like in the volumes before this one, I can't remember if he went with her. I think he did, because they were mentioning it in this volume. that he was that like Medusa was saying, like, he's my child, I want to like protect him and everything, like I can't let Arachne take hold of him. But yeah. I also believe that Black Star and Tsubaki will convince Mifune to join DWMA. Yeah, I just I like the idea of him becoming a teacher. That's so cute. Also, I think we're going to see more on Soul, Maka, and Medusa. I think we're definitely going to see that since we haven't seen much of them in this volume. So yeah, I really enjoyed this manga. Well, this volume so far. I mean, I really enjoyed the manga in total, but this volume, wow. It was so good. I loved it so much. I'm sorry I was fangirling. I did so much fangirling over ships so much. I'm sorry if that's annoying, but I just love it so much. It was so cute. It was so perfect. Everything was adorable and lovely. And I love the action scenes, love the emotion behind every scene. I just but yeah, I hope you guys like this video, and I'll see you guys again in the next one. Bye.